Everybody, it's Randy Justice. Um, and first winter weather we're having here in Knoxville. Snow falling, as you can see. And so I thought I'd get out here in Knoxville and show you guys what's going on today. Give me just a second. We're going to get underway here. Drive around Knoxville and show you guys what's going on. Oh, God. Hold up. All right. Anybody comes on joins me and stuff. It is a winter weather day here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I thought I'd get out and show you guys what was going on. Not expected to have any kind of road impacts today. Um, it's simply just going to be a lot of pretty snow falling. A lot of it's going to probably get on the grassy surfaces. We're already seeing that. And we're just going to drive around. I'm going to show you guys what the snow's doing around Knoxville, which, again, it's really pretty to look at. Uh, no road impacts. Of course, they are wet and stuff. As anytime you have wet roads, you got to be careful with your driving. But the snow itself is not expected to have any impacts on the roads in Knoxville. I now have three sources for internet in my car. So my streaming connection should be a lot better than what it's been in the past, because now I have three sources to choose from: AT&T, Verizon, and Starlink. So between the three of them, hopefully, we're going to have good connection on this drive. And look at the pre-snow, which is definitely sticking to cars, sticking to the grassy areas.
Remember gathering in Grandma's kitchen? Smell of rich chocolate fudge simmering slowly, poured, cooled, and carefully cut into perfect squares. At Old South Candy, we bring those sweet memories back to life with fudge made the old-fashioned.
Hey, thanks guys for coming on. I'm going to show you the snow and what's going on around Knoxville today. This isn't expected to last long. As I stated at the beginning, I now have three different Wi-Fi sources in my car for streaming. I've got AT&T, I've got Verizon, and I've got Starlink. So between all three of those, I should have a fairly well uninterrupted connection for streaming. Been problems in the past. All I was relying on was Verizon, and depending on what area you are in, Verizon or AT&T, there's just areas that want to work, the other one won't work, and so most of the snow is staying kind of to the north side of Knoxville. So we're going to head to east and north. Again, not expecting any real road impacts today, except for just like it would rain, a lot of wet roads. So the same cautions used on wet roads when it's raining applies today. Like I say, the snow's already it's sticking pretty good in the grass and stuff. We've just really been too warm as of late for it to stick on the roads because it's not going to snow long enough for it to be able to do that, or heavy enough. It's the first weather I've got to bring you guys in a while. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. If anybody does get in the live chat, it will, since I'm driving, I'm going to have to glance at it occasionally. Let's drive around Knoxville here for a little while and I'll show you what's going on. on Interstate 640 right now, headed eastbound. And the trees are definitely pretty. It's looking like a winter wonderland outside. Some Something we normally don't see this time of December. Not unheard of, but it's just not common. So we'll head back toward West Knoxville and see what it looks like that direction. It's interesting the different places that I drive because here on the at 640 and 40 on the east side, there's not much on the ground even. Also, not really sticking to the trees right here in this area. Uh, According to the temperature from my car, it's 32 degrees, so we are at freezing. But again, other than just the roads being wet, there's absolutely no impact on the roads. And just some wet roads, you have some people who refuse to slow down whatsoever. But the key, of course, as we all know, driving any kind of inclement weather is to slow down and be safe. I think sometimes some drivers just think they have this invincibility until they crash somewhere and realize they don't. It's very wet snow that's falling. That's why it's sticking to the grass and trees the way that it is. Oh, big slow down. I'm using Google Maps to navigate today on my navigation screen, and one of the things I like, there's a lovely little feature where I can hit one button and reported this slowdown. A little more than a slowdown, but hopefully we can get up here in a minute and figure out exactly why we have a slowdown. My guess is we'd had a wreck somewhere. Mm. So for anybody wondering, the wreck, the slowdown starts just east of exit 388 on the westbound side of Interstate 40. As of yet, I've still not seen a reason for it, but my guess is at some point we'd had a crash. Again, because on these wet roads, people were still driving a whole lot faster than what the conditions allowed. And not sure if the weather's causing this slowdown or if we've had a wreck somewhere. I'm not seeing any reports at the moment. See in a second if I can't get over and get off at the next exit. Of course, in this packed traffic, it's kind of hard to do. Not sure if this is good signs that we may have a white Christmas or not, but I'm a snow fan. I know a lot of people aren't. Uh, but I think it's pretty like this when it's falling and it's not impacting the roadways. And I feel very fortunate that I have the ability to get out here in the middle of the day on a Wednesday and bring you guys what's going on. And with that, I'll give a big shout out to my crew at Knox Horizon Complete Auto Care at 4701 Clinton Highway here in Knoxville. We are a full service automotive repair shop. We do everything for your basic maintenance needs, such as oil changes, tire rotations, and those things, to brakes, tune ups, alignments, tires, the cameras or the radar system or something go on your car. We can replace those, and we have the equipment to calibrate those items. One thing a lot of people don't know, if you have the windshield replaced in your car and you have a forward facing camera, that camera has to be recalibrated when that windshield's replaced. And we have done several of those where people got their windshield replaced and they got it done at some place that's I won't say cheap, but a less expensive place that doesn't have the equipment to calibrate, and we've had to calibrate their cameras for them so they work properly. But anyway, if you're out and about today and need any kind of automotive service at all, go see my crew at 4701 Clinton Highway, Knox Horizon Complete Auto Care. Visit us on the web at knoxhorizon.com, or you can give them a call, make an appointment at 865 219 6999. So I don't know if you guys can see them. We've got the Department of Transportation help trucks over there. It looks like we have a broken down semi, and that's what's caused our problems. And now we're past it, so we can get back to traveling. And that broken down semi was on I-40 West, just east of the 387 or 17th Street exit. Hope everybody's ready for a very Merry Christmas this year. So temperatures actually went up a couple degrees the more I've came westbound. It's at 34 of where I'm at now. It was 32 at freezing. So the snow again is a very wet snow. Um, and right here it's kind of a snow rain mix. I think what we'll do is we'll head back north because there's a lot less snow up here to the west side of town. But it looks like even that's going to be a problem because now we got another slowdown of traffic, which I will report on the app. Snow's not really heavy at all. It's very, very light snow. I think that we'll head north, uh, where I think we just have a better chance of seeing snow. So 40 westbound is very, very, very slow traffic. I'm getting off on 640, exit 385, headed back east and north. Definitely not going to be long. There's some definitely blue skies in front of me, so this is not going to be a long-lived event. When I came this way earlier, there was a lot of snow that was actually in the grass through here, and it's already kind of melted away. A little bit over there to the right. Westbound traffic on Interstate 640 on the west end is backed up because of the backup on Interstate 40 going west. So if you're traveling westbound through Knoxville today, just be patient. It's going to be slow. If you're new to the channel, I would ask you subscribe. Most of the people who watch my videos or live streams are not subscribers. And it doesn't cost anything to subscribe, but it definitely helps boost the channel to get it out to more people. Like this video if you found it interesting, and feel free to share it. Go over here and we'll get on 75 north and go ahead northbound a little bit and see what we can see. So Sharp's Ridge is off to my right, if anybody knows where that's at in Knoxville. And it's definitely all the trees are snow covered. It's really pretty. You kind of see some of it right in front of me in the camera. And seeing these snow and trees are on the ground kind of just depends on where you're at. Very spotty. Looking at the radar right now, the tail end of the snow is almost through Knoxville. Everything's definitely moving to the east. Now northbound on Interstate 75, still at 34 degrees. So again, roads shouldn't be any problem today other than just they're wet. Definitely see the higher elevations, ridges. Uh, just look beautiful with all the snow-covered trees. A little more snow on the north side of town. most of the snow stayed well to the north side of Interstate 40. Like I say, we didn't expect any problems with this, but it's just very pretty while it's falling, and the dusting on the trees and stuff just makes it look like a winter wonderland. I believe most of the Smokies are under winter weather advisory, expecting more snow in that area later, but still not heavy snow. 1 to 2 inches, I think, is the last I saw. This snow really did kind of depend here in Knoxville on where you were at. I was on Clinton Highway and talked to a gentleman there that said his house was 3 miles away. Looked at his security cameras, and there was nothing at all happening at his house. All associated with a cold front that's sweeping through. Definitely a little more snow on the further north I go. The trees are coated. It's very pretty. Well, if we'd had a lot of moisture, we could have had a good snow, but it's okay. What we have is still pretty. We're definitely early in the season. Big winter's not even here yet. And I've had several people ask me what I think this winter is going to be, and I'm going to be totally honest. I think it's a 50-50 chance whether we see a lot of snow or not. Hey, Keith, I see you're in the chat. I can't really read it right now while I'm driving, but I'm going to pull off up here at Raccoon Valley Road, and I'll look at the chat, and that's interesting. So spotty, as you guys can see from the video. Uh, just the tops of the trees look dusted with snow around here, whereas just where we came through was just blanketed. It really just depended on where you were when the snow was coming down. And just a mile or so could make a difference to whether you saw any real snow or not. I really thought that when I got here, there'd be a lot more snow on the ground, but the grass is just green. So it was very spotty snow showers that came down. And there's not even as much on the trees here where there are some on the trees. So very interesting. Let's see. Right down here, pull over and look at the chat real quick, and then make a decision which way I'm going to go next. I did think it'd just be fun to get out today and show you guys the snow while it was coming down, free to watch. No impacts on the roads whatsoever here in Knoxville. Let's, oops. Will the fried chicken stores be open? Yeah, I don't think we're really in danger of anything being closed today. Keith, thank you so much for your help, man. I really appreciate it. Um, so I'm going to put a poll up. So the question is going to be, do you want to see a white Christmas? And I've started the poll, so I would love it if you guys would go in there and answer yes or no, whether you want to see a white Christmas. Uh, I don't know if I'd really call it a storm, Keith. It was something we knew was coming. It was just a little. It's associated with a cold front. Uh, it was it was associated with all the rain that came through overnight and early this morning. That little storm that came through, which yeah we've known about for weeks. And this is just kind of where the cold air filtering in on the backside brought us a little bit of snow. I'm gonna head back uh, toward Knoxville, and we'll see a little more winter wonderland as we go. But really, this amounted to not very much of anything, which is exactly what we expected today. but it was still pretty to watch while it was coming down. In some areas, got a really good dusting to make it look pretty, and some areas got almost nothing. It's kind of weird. Of course, as we all know, weather is very unpredictable. So far in the poll, we have 100% yes. People want to see a white Christmas. And I agree with them. I do. And to be totally honest, Christmas is still several days out, and I cannot tell you yet what it's going to do. I know that we do have some more storm systems lining up on the West Coast that's going to be dropping this way. So if we get the moisture and cold air here at the same time, we've got a chance. Oh, the sun's trying to come out. So the snow here for Knoxville is definitely over. I didn't see anything else on radar that's coming this way. It's going to be a very cold day. Like I say, we're still at 34 degrees right now. And if the sun comes out, what snow we got is going to melt. Uh, the road still have a few wet spots on, but it's virtually dry now. So really no impacts to roads today. So that keeps everybody a whole lot safer. And thank you guys, everybody that is watching live. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Definitely again, then you come through here and the trees got a pretty good dusting on them. It makes it look pretty. Especially right here in the Emory Road's 1 mile from me. I'm headed 75 south, by the way. And right through here, this area got a really good dusting of snow, as you can see on the sides of the road, and the trees are pretty well covered. Still, again, as I've said, no impact to roads whatsoever. This area looks like it got a little more. We'll get off the Emory Road and head back over to Clinton Highway that way. A lot of blue sky. That definitely tells you things are over for the snow. Again, if you're new to the channel or you're watching this video later, not live, and you're new, please subscribe to the channel. It just helps get it out to more people. Like the video, and if you've enjoyed this video, feel free to share it. I really hope we have a lot more winter weather coming up this year so that we can, this season, so I can get out and bring you guys a whole lot more.
Deb sent a photo. And said what? And said 3 rolling on the floor laughed. That's everything.
Not sure what she sent me. That should be very interesting. Just can't really look at my phone, but I love voice to text, except when somebody sends you a picture or something. I wish you'd be able to pull it up, but I get it. They're trying to keep you safe. I may pull it over and look at it in a minute. And thank you guys that are watching for sticking with me and enjoying the drive. So here in Powell, Tennessee, we definitely got a little dusting on the ground in most places, in the ridge tops. If everything works out right, I may take tomorrow uh, and head over to the Smoky Mountains to see if I can bring you guys some good stuff there. I get back to Clinton Highway, I'll pull over and check the chat again, and then we'll probably wrap this video up for the day because the snow is definitely over. Bright sunshiny skies coming out. Anyway, again, I appreciate you guys. If you're watching this later, appreciate you finding the video. And don't forget tomorrow, another episode of my podcast will be dropping. Not sure if I'm going to do it live yet or if it's going to be recorded. I think a lot of that depends on if I go live and go to the Smokies tomorrow to see any snow that's there. But as you can see, we didn't get a lot of snow today, and but the ridge tops look pretty. A lot of areas where it's in the grass and put a good dusting down looks very pretty. Keith, thank you, buddy, for everything you're doing, everything you're letting people know. For some reason, my camera's not focusing right. Let's see if I can fix that. I don't know what the problem is. It was fine earlier. Now it's not focusing. Yeah, it looks like there's something on the windshield, but there's not. Let's see something here. Turn the camera away and turn it back up. Maybe it'll refocus. I had a focus problem with it before. This is kind of odd because it's just a little fuzzy and a little out of focus. Unless something's happened to the camera. Okay, so it focused there. Turn it back up. And that's a lot better focus. That's weird. It's not done that before. But it is an automotive crap. Sorry. An automatic focus feature. I'm gonna see if I can I'll go into settings when I get a chance and see if we can fix that. I can just, if it'll manual focus, I can turn it to that and set it on infinity so it gets everything as far as it can from near to far. Well, now we got to stop here on Clinton Highway, and I don't know why. Hello, my lovely wife, in the comments. I'm going to be ending the stream very soon, and I'll give you a call. Again, as soon as we can get through this traffic, which I think I see what's going on. They're delivering a mobile home to the lot over here, and that's what blocked the road. Again, I'll get up the road just a little bit more. I'll pull over. We'll look at the live chat. We'll look at our poll, see what everybody thinks about whether they want a white Christmas or not. Again, thank you all for riding along with me this morning. It's been fun bringing you the snow. For my taste, it just didn't last long enough. Some of you may agree, some of you may not. Passing now the historic airplane. It used to be an airplane filling station. Now they've turned it into an Airbnb. Again, big shout out and thank you to my crew at Knoxville Complete Auto Care on at 4701 Clinton Highway for taking care of mine and Deb's business so that I have the time to get out here and do this. If you've not heard me before, we do all kinds of automotive repair, everything from general maintenance to heavy mechanical to diagnostics to calibrating all the sensors and cameras on your car if they need it. Alignments, tires, you name it, we do it. Knox Horizon Complete Auto Care. You can visit us on the web at knoxhorizon.com. Over here in the Walmart parking lot, and we'll read the comments. We'll see what our poll says. And then we'll end the broadcast and go from there. So, my lovely glasses on so I can see. Uh, Keith, I love it. It would be, yeah, if we ever get any real snow, I will make sure she does donuts in the parking lot again for sure. Uh, man, glad to have everybody on here. So, our poll has dropped. It's not 100% yes anymore. So, here's where we're at on the poll. We got 67% of everybody voting wants to see a white Christmas. 33% do not. Bah humbug, do you 33%? No, man. Appreciate you answering the poll. I do. Um, but I myself, I know me and my wife would both love to see a white Christmas. Um, but I'll go ahead and end the poll at this point. Anyway, cool. Hey, thank you guys very much again for being on here with me. Anybody that's watching this later, thank you very much. Keith, thank you for participating as always. Man, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Tomorrow, new podcast will be dropping again. Whether I go live or it's recorded will depend on if I if we take a trip to the mountains tomorrow to see what the snow looks like up there, because the Smoky Mountains are under a winter weather advisory. Anyway, thank you guys so much for riding along. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to it to help it get out to more people. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Like the video, hit that notification bell to be notified when I go live or upload another video. And I hope you guys have a wonderful and fantastic day. And if I don't